Opponent sends out Malamar, which evidently has a death wish. The charms get it to half health, and close combat gonna vanquish it back to its Pokeball. Welcome back to the channel. The Psychic Cup is finally leaving, and thank God, as this is the most nonsense, ridiculously boring meta I've ever seen. However, I did receive one final battle submission from the King of Entertainment, my friend Ty. He is running without a doubt the most toxic team you can possibly run. It's going to be two Shadows, the brother and sister of destruction, Shadow Gardavoir and Shadow Gallade, both operating on Charm, and it is going to be beat it if you can. If you're not packing two Charm answers, you may as well top left. Without any further ado, let's get into the battles. And in game one, we've got Gardavoir into Bruxish. This little fish might think it's toxic, but Gardavoir says, don't try and compete with me. I'm the king of the tap-tap farm downs. The opponent sends out Galarian Slowbro. To answer the remaining health of our Charmer, we send in Victini. The opponent probably thinks we've only got one Charmer, but my God, are they in for a very pleasant surprise. Ty sends in Victini, farms up to the back-to-back V-Creates, the first one. Forced to Protect Shield. Ty going to invest his final Protect Shield on the Surf. Ty opts to throw the second V-Create back-to-back. If the opponent invests their final Protect Shield here, Victini will win the race to the next charge move, but the opponent actually make a savage catch the next V-Crate, onto Girafarig. Ty goes for the undercharge. We then come in with Gallade. Gallade gets the snipe. Slowbro is going to need to reach the Sludge Bomb to secure the knockout, however, they don't get there. Gallade makes the Leaf Blade, and Leaf Blade is going to be all she wrote. We're off to a very quick 1-0 start. We see a mirror lead in the next battle, the Shadow versus the regular. The opponent stays in, throw a charm, switch out into Claydol. Look at the oppressive charm damage. We build up some energy, send out Gallade. Gallade is going to be able to shield once. Charm down, farm down, all the way. And then whatever comes in will most certainly be giving us back a shield, as we've got access to both Leaf Blade and close combat. The opponent send out Gardevoir. Gardevoir going to be met with a Leaf Blade. Leaf Blade will be forcing the first Protect Shield. We can now send out Victini to answer their Gardevoir. Victini farming up, looking to get towards the back-to-back V-Creates. I believe this is just a triple axle, but Ty doesn't care. He shields anyway. He's now at the back-to-back V-Creates. The opponent very unlikely to shield, as they know we're at the back-to-back. They sack the Gardevoir. We switch out to reset our debuff, and in the back is Jirachi. Yikes, this is going to get close. Is the opponent counting? We go for the triple axle. The opponent evidently are counting. They know we're not quite there, but look at the charm damage. We've already got Jirachi down into the red. The opponent throws the Doom Desire, securing the knockout. This again is just the Doom Desire, which is going to be resisted. Victini shrugs off the damage. After some lag, we farm up to the back-to-back V-Creates. If the opponent finally invests that final Protect Shield, we're just going to hit him with the back-to-back. The opponent does opt to shield. However, trainer, eat V-Crate number 2. And that's going to be all she wrote. GG's and thanks for playing. Gardevoir into Victini. With an energy lead, the opponent's Victini probably beats all of our Pokemon. Ty opts to stay in. The opponent looking to farm up to the back-to-back V-Creates, and just look at the oppressive charm damage. It's supposed to be resisted, but it doesn't look like it. Ty invests the Protect Shield on the first V-Crate and catches the second on his own Victini. The opponent now switch out into Galarian Slowbro. Uh-oh, this opponent most certainly does not want to lose to Charm. Ty now 2 shields down, and he's going to return fire with the V-Create. How the hell are we going to beat 2 anti-Charmers? The first V-Create forces the first Protect Shield. Victini able to make V-Create number 2. The opponent opt to let it go, giving us a chance. We come into Gallade. Gallade looks for the snipe. This is only a Surf. Gallade will shrug off the damage. The opponent still got Victini alive with a shield. How does Ty play this when we pivot back out into Gardevoir? The opponent actually sent out Rapidash, then pivot back out into Victini. We go for the triple axle, looking to ramp up our attack. The opponent let Victini go down. Look at the boosted charms. Rapidash makes a charge move. Body Slam secures the knockout. Back out comes Gallade. Gallade looks for the charm down, farm down, and we get it. And Ty somehow beats a double anti-charm team. It's toxic nonsense galore. Our Shadow Gardevoir into the opponent's both trainers, tapping their phone frantically. The opponent with the better IVs do win lead. We come into Victini, quick attack farm down, and the opponent sends out My Little Pony. This pony farming up, looking to bait a potential high horsepower, but Ty, undeterred, fires off the first V-Crate, forcing a Protect Shield. The opponent choose to throw on the CMP. Ty calling the bait, and what a savage. Ty calls the Body Slam. Victini shrugs off the damage, returns fire with V-Crate number 2. We've now got 2 shield Gardevoir. or Gallade I should say, versus the wild. This is definitely Gallade. We sneak the charm. The opponent is staying in. Come on, trainer, what do you have in the back? The opponent continues to stay in. Gallade going to invest its final Protect Shield. The opponent full send the high horsepower. They send out Malamar. It's going to be high Malamar, by Malamar. Get absolutely wrecked. GG's and thanks for playing. Target acquired. What a lead. Gardavoir into Malamar. The opponent is staying in and the charm is going to tear him apart. Ty opts to shield the foul play. We would survive, but you may as well keep our tap nonsense healthy. The opponent pivot out into Victini. Ty just goes straight for the triple axle. This is resisted, but the opponent opts to shield anyway. We then pivot out into our own Victini. The opponent farming up a boatload of energy, allowing Ty to strike first with his own V-Crate. And just like that, the opponent is now all shields down. Despite lowering our own defense, we do survive a V-Crate, but the question is, can we make yet another V-Crate on our own side? Oh, I don't think we'd get there, but the opponent got scared. They fire off the V-Crate. The opponent's Victini so far ahead in energy, already at the next V-Crate. Last second Ty commits to Protect Shield. The opponent send out their Toxic Fish. Charm is absolutely tearing apart this nonsense fish. We send in Gallade. Gallade gets the snipe. The opponent still got Victini and Malamar alive. They send out Victini. Gallade gets the charm down, farm down, back out. Comes Malamar. We reach the Leaf Blade and double charm is looking unstoppable. GG's and thanks for playing. Yet more toxic fast move beatdown nonsense. The opponent frantically tapping, trying to bite all the way. But Gardavoir says, fuck off. I'm more toxic. We get the full charm farm down. The opponent send out their own Gardavoir. We get off 2 charms and send out Victini. Quick attack tearing through Gardavoir like a hot knife through butter. The opponent build up some energy, send out Alolan Raichu. Alolan Raichu evidently going to shield the first V-Crate. We then look to pivot into Gallade. Gallade with 2 Protect Shields, 2 hide behind. Could just double shield. Charm down, farm down all the way. And there's pretty much nothing the opponent can do. The opponent probably thinking, what the heck is going on? Well, trainer, you got beat by the more toxic team. Back out comes Gardavoir. Gardavoir does throw a charge move. Gallade has done its job. And Victini is going to be able to quick attack farm down and take the dub. GG's. Gardavoir into another Bruxish. This is why I hate Psychic Cup. Towards the end of the week, all people want to do is just go for fast move beatdown nonsense. As I say that, the opponent sending Gardavoir and Ty answers with Victini. The opponent goes straight for a charge when this is only a triple axle. Ty shrugs off the damage, farms up to the back-to-back V-Crates. Surely Gardavoir lets this go. What do I know? The opponent probably thinks we need to shield something. Not a bad idea from the opponent, but we fire off V-Crate. Number 2, Gardavoir goes down. We take shield advantage and we have switch. The opponent send out Jirachi on confusion. Yikes. This is going to be the one and only time you're ever going to hear me say I think you actually want to run Charge Beam. But stay in school, kids. Learn to count. What a savage catch from Ty. The reason you want to run Charge Beam, as this is Psychic Cup, most things resist confusion. However, Gallade does not. The opponent send out the fish. We get the charm down. Back out comes Jirachi. We fire off the triple axle. Triple axle forces the final Protect Shield. In comes Gallade. Gallade makes the Leaf Blade. Leaf Blade is resisted, but does it knock out? Who was worried? We take yet another dub. Gardavoir into another fish. Are you serious? The opponent switch out into My Little Pony, and my god, look at the charm damage. The opponent already on 1 HP and a dream. By the time they throw a charge where they throw the Body Slam, Ty then catches Body Slam number 2 onto Victini. The Body Slam doesn't do too much. We get the quick attack farm down. The opponent send out Bruxish. Oh, I thought we were going to Focus Blast. Ty doesn't quite get there. We fire off the V-Crate. V-Crate goes unshielded. Back out comes Gardavoir. The Toxic Fish makes a charge move. Ty invests his final Protect Shield on the Psychic Fangs. A nice bait from the opponent. The opponent has their own Gardavoir on the back. We fire off the triple axle, which will be forcing the opponent's first Protect Shield. Look at the boosted charm. We can now send in Gallade. Tap, tap, tap all the way. Although actually we're quite low. And we actually simul KO. The win streak comes to an end. Although things are looking promising, what a lead. The opponent switch out into My Little Pony. And we already know this pony gets deleted. The opponent throw on alignment. Ty can shield once. The charm will take him out. The opponent now send out Bronzor. The opponent is still switch locked, so we answer with Victini. Victini farms up to the back-to-back V-Creates. The opponent definitely going to shield the first. However, are they willing to double shield? Victini already at the second V-Crate. Victini so spammy. The opponent does shield twice. They do get the full feint attack farm down. We've now got 2 Charmers to get rid of this big tin can. We send out Gallade. Ty, not interested in shielding. The opponent fires off the heavy stand. We shrug off the damage. The opponent fires off back to back. Gallade just used as the 3rd and 4th shield. We send back out Gardavoir. Gardavoir looking to reach the Shadow Ball. The opponent switch out into Malamar. We can shield once. Charm down, farm down all the way. And we're about to see a Shadow Ball to the face. Back out comes Bronzor. We've got the Shadow Ball locked and loaded. It's going to be high tin can, by tin can. Get absolutely wrecked. GG's and thanks for playing. Yet more Shadow on Shadow crime. Last time Ty lost the mirror. Evidently he's got quite an attack weighted Gardavoir. Let's see if we lose again. Nope, this time we get the simul KO. What the heck are these battles? They're so fast. Even someone like me who chats at 2 million miles an hour is struggling. We send out Gallade. The opponent sends out Malamar. Malamar getting deleted in the blink of an eye. We're going to shield up the foul play. Can we charm down before the next one? The opponent sends out My Little Pony. We bank some energy. Switch out into Victini. We're calling no high horsepower. The opponent does send the nuke, but they don't have high horsepower. Hello, Jordan. You're not baby girl, but hello regardless, Jordan. Trying to distract my boy Ty, but my boy Ty never gets distracted. He's on point. The opponent going to fire off the body slam, securing the knockout. Back up comes Gallade. Gallade gets the charm down, farm down, and that's going to be all she wrote. Wow, I think that's some kind of record for the channel. If you take the intro out of this, where I always yap forever, that is 2 sets of Great League format battles in less than 10 minutes. So if you hate the Psychic Cup as much as me and it ever returns, just run this team and you don't really have to think about anything. Just tap your phone and the battles will fly by. As always, a huge thank you to Ty for the battle submission. If you're enjoying the content, smash that like button. If you're new, consider subscribing. If you like your battles featured on my channel, a link to the battle submission form is down below. And as always, a huge thank you to everyone for watching. And I will see you all in the next one.